Most men think being open is being a man, and they think that they can actually tell her everything, and in their mind they think it actually builds trust, but they're wrong. And what they don't understand is what you hand her in the first few months can become a weapon that she will use against you in a few months if you don't have this game down. And by the time you figure out what is happening and everything, she's already gone. And you're still wondering why in your head that, you know what, why did she use my own words against me? What did I do wrong in all of this? And by the end of this, you're going to know exactly what to do, why you should actually hold back. And what I'm going to tell you and what I'm going to teach you today is going to eliminate all the pain and damage that a lot of you guys have when it comes to women. And here's a truth that nobody actually ever told you before. See, the thing is, as I always told you, women will never fall in love with the man that actually tells her everything. The thing is, women love men that keep things to themselves. That's what builds up the mystery. That's what actually changes up the game. A lot of guys out here think that openness is closeness, but it's not. Openness, unfortunately, is access, but all access, man, is not really good access at all. And once a woman actually has access, there's nothing really left to discover, which means if she knows everything about you, what else is there to learn? She knows everything about you. She knows all your moves and everything. The problem is, for many guys out there, they don't understand. They sit around, they tell the woman about their worst day. You tell her about the night that you cried. You tell her about the dog or your goldfish that you used to have that you love so much that you don't have anymore. You told her too many things, okay? You told her about the dreams that you have that you feel like you never could achieve. And you thought that being this vulnerable to the woman who's telling you, open up to me, talk to me, share with me, tell me what's on your mind, speak to me. You thought that woman was looking out for your best interest. And part of your mind thought that, you know what, she really cares about me. And because she cares about me, I can tell her anything. And what happened was, you don't understand. She just taught you how to be weak. And the worst part is, she didn't even do it on purpose, okay? See, the thing that people don't understand about women is that her body decided way before her mind. And because this is how it actually works. Okay, so when it comes to her sexual attraction, okay, it isn't built on actually knowing you. It's built by sensing at the end of the day that there is more of you to get to know. Like, many guys are what I call a closet, but I don't want you to be a closet. I'm looking at you to be a door that has other doors behind it and not just a closet. But it for a woman is built on sensing there's so much more to you behind who you are. And it is that moment that she wants to know more about you, where she gets kind of glued in to you and everything. But the moment she feels that she has all of you, I mean, the chase is over, she's done. And again, she'll be polite with you, she'll be kind with you, she'll go through all the motions and everything, but you got to think about the conversation. You got to remember, think about the last woman that you kind of failed and lost. Think about this for a second. You were the one that told her everything that you weren't supposed to tell anybody, man. Remember, the game is you have to keep business behind closed doors. You're not supposed to tell a woman everything. She doesn't need to know everything. Maybe it was about your father. Maybe it was about your money. Maybe it's about part of yourself that you still feel ashamed about. Maybe, I don't know, you just got to remember her face or remember the way she was texting you and see how things start to change, okay? Because the problem is that for a lot of you guys, you think that if I share more of myself to her, that she is going to understand me and we'll be able to grow and she'll be able to love me, because all she complains about is that, I don't know anything about you. You don't share your feelings with me. Why don't you tell me what you think and what you feel? And it's all this stuff. And I get it. The moment you tell her, you feel like you're telling her the right things, and I get it. It's pretty cool. But when you went to bed, you thought, hey man, this woman and I really are connecting because she's really getting to know me and everything. All right. And then all of a sudden, something's going to happen during your relationship. I don't know. It always happens. She's gotta test you. All of a sudden, she starts to become argumentative. All of a sudden, y'all get in this fight over something really, really small. And then this is the moment that she goes back and grabs information that you gave her and she throws it in your face, all right? She takes that pain point that you gave her where you trusted her to give her things about yourself. Then all of a sudden, she throws it right in your face as if it is a weapon she has been waiting for to shoot your low self down and your low self-esteem down to make you feel a certain kind of way. And the moment she does that, I get it, you take a step back, okay? Maybe what she said was just a little piece of something. Maybe she threw it all in your face. But she's saying to you, I know who you really are. And in that 1 second, you realize something that you cannot undo and you cannot take back. And that the thing you gave her, those pains and all that information you gave her, wasn't a gift. It was really ammunition, man. It was really ammunition, and it sucks. And she's been holding that ammunition the whole entire time, man. All right? And sometimes when it's happened to you, you kind of sit back and you try to process, why would someone say something like that to me? Why would she do that? It was just a small little spat. Why would she throw that in my face like that, okay? And all you're doing is you're laying in bed rehearsing and thinking and wondering and trying to figure everything that's going wrong, man. All right? Until you just lost and you're out of words. And see, that's the cost of telling her everything all too soon. Man, you didn't, in your mind, you thought you built trust, but you didn't build trust. You actually built an arsenal. And the thing is, this is what a lot of you guys out here, this is the thing that you miss, okay? And the pain of what she did with it is not the worst part. It's not the worst part of her telling you all those, throwing your pain back into your face. The worst part is, okay, is that what you're doing right now with the next woman and the one after that and the one after that, okay? You just learn how to be careful with one woman. And you know what? Let me give you an example and show you exactly what I mean. See, when you start to learn the game properly, okay, you'll learn that hiding pieces of yourself, okay, is not, it's like playing poker. But see, you want to hold on to the things that mean something to you and let her earn access to those things little by little, okay? You don't talk about your worst days. I've always said, when a woman starts to talk to you about something negative, I'll give you a prime example. You're on a date with somebody and then she starts sharing information with you. But the information she's sharing with you is something that happened to her with a guy or something negative that's happening. What is very important at this point, you got to give her correction and show her I'm more solution-based. We don't have to talk about that right now. That's your past. It's cool. Don't worry. You don't have to deal with that with me. And that moves things on. But never sit around and start telling women about your pain points. Never start telling women why you lost somebody, what happened to you. Don't tell her about your bad days. Never share information, gentlemen. Never, ever share information that is negative to a woman. She is not there to validate you, okay? Do not trauma dump on a woman, okay? Because she doesn't understand what you don't understand. She thinks it's very beautiful. It's very admirable. I really appreciate you sharing all your pain, but guess what? Deep down inside, she begins to lose respect for you, okay? And that's what I'm saying, man. You guys, you have other people that you can talk to when it comes to your pain and your trauma, but don't bring your pain up to a woman. I don't care if you're seeing, dating, in a relationship, you're married or whatever. Never talk about your pain to a woman like she's your therapist. She's not your therapist. She's a woman. But if you treat her like your therapist, she's gonna lose respect for you, okay? But when she asks you the deep questions and everything, sometimes you feel that, okay, here's my chance to show her that I'm more than what you think I am. And this is where a lot of guys go wrong, okay? And I say this, gentlemen, because I don't want you guys to lose in all of this, okay? I don't want you to feel that, okay, now I'm losing. What do I do? How do I get out of this situation? Well, we get out of this situation is that this is what we're going to do today, okay? Not tomorrow, today, all right? What I want you guys to start doing, okay? I want you guys to take a piece of paper, okay? And what I want you to do is I don't care if it's a piece of paper, it's a note, it's an app, I don't care what it is. What I want you to do is I want you to write down 3 things about yourself that you told a woman in the past that you wish you could take back. Just write those things down, okay? 3 things, not 5, not 10, 3 things. And what I want you to do is I want you to go over and analyze, and I want you to look at the list, okay? I want you to look at the list on that piece of paper. And what I want you to do when you do that is I want you to then make a promise out loud by yourself in your own room, in your car, in the bathroom. I don't care where you are, wherever you are, okay? And you're gonna say, I'm never gonna tell a woman this information again, okay? That's it. I'm only gonna share this information with people outside of my woman because if she's not my therapist, okay? And if a woman starts to talk to me, then watch this. What I want you to do after those 3 things, I then want you to calculate 3 things that a woman has said to you like you're her therapist. And I want you to look at those 3 things and say to yourself, if a woman ever says any of these 3 things, I'm going to correct her with guidance by letting her know we don't even need to discuss that. Well, let's just move on. And it's not meaning that we're taking away what she's saying, but you don't want her to trauma dump on you. You don't want her to tell you her problems, because this is where dates go wrong. Dates go wrong because everybody's trauma dumping on each other, talking about past memories, past pains. Man, you're not her therapist. You're the man that's going to lead her and guide her by letting her know, I understand that happens, things happen, but here's the good news. You don't have to worry about that with me, okay? And make sure that women do not get access to you for free, okay? And I know for a lot of you guys, you're gonna get this feeling that you feel like you have to unload every time she asks a question to try to pull the answer out of you, okay? Just remember the list, okay? All right? Remember the list. Remember the promise, okay? And what I need you to do is actually hold the line, all right? And watch what happens when the next time you talk. And what you tell her, okay, will not become a weapon anymore, because the things you're telling her right now is the weapon that she buries you with, okay? So what I want you guys to do is I want you to stop handing her ammunition, okay? And I want you to keep things to yourself. And the reason why I say keep things for yourself, because at the end of the day, what I want you to do is I want you to build rooms that she can walk into and live into, okay? All right? Build the man. The rest is noise. The rest is noise. And I just want you to hold on, all right? Remember, you have so many doors behind doors behind doors. And it is up to you to remember how well you are. And it's your point to allow her into your world, but not let her see all the blueprints of your world. You got this. I believe in you. Just remember, take those notes down.